What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. So there's a cryptocurrency out there with a unique coding language and a unique native token that has the potential to not only make you $650,000 if you hold it for the next 2.5 years, but also overshoot all the way up and make you $1.3 million. Yes, you want to find out? Stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get right on to it. So meet Kadena. It is a unique blockchain. It is the only blockchain that I actually seen and like other than Cardano. Like literally, I've been looking into Kadena for a while now, and these guys are absolutely amazing in terms of blockchain. Guys, Kadena could be a winner in the future, and it is definitely here to stay. It is the only layer 1 proof of work blockchain that actually scales, but also it is founded by this guy right here, Stuart Popejoy. If you check his LinkedIn, Kadena delivers real private distributed ledger technologies to the industry with the first high performance BFT consensus smart contract solutions, all of that good stuff. Guys, this blockchain is just simply amazing. I've been looking into them, and this is what they created. This is what makes them unique right here. The Pact programming language. It is simply an open source, and it is Turing incomplete smart contract language that has been purposely built with blockchains first in mind. The keyword you need to understand here is this right here, the fact that it is Turing incomplete. What other blockchain out there out of these all of these layer ones that is actually Turing incomplete? It is none other than Cardano. Yes, Cardano with Ergo, and because Cardano is built on a completely different language than Ethereum and all these other smart contract platforms. Cardano is built with Haskell, which makes it unique and very, very hard to plant bugs and all of these problems Ethereum and all these other blockchains been encountering. Now, this is simply because Ethereum is Turing complete, meaning the nodes that are running on top of Ethereum, if they happen to fail, you cannot loop it with other nodes, which makes it Turing just complete. But with Cardano's language being Turing incomplete, you can just loop it and it creates other nodes. This is what Kadena is actually doing. Kadena is just like it says right here, Turing incomplete, which means it is written in a unique language that uses a unique system that is called formal verification. This is absolutely amazing because the Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain and the Solanas and that, their devs have to manually be looking at codes, looking at bugs and all of this stuff. This saves you all of that headache on Kadena, where the formal verification system just helps you vet every code that you program, and the computer literally with that formal verification system helps you check and find bugs, and it also prevents other developers from planting bugs into your code, which makes it super safe. The only reason why institutional investors haven't been touching DeFi and all of this stuff is because of hacks, exploits, bugs being planted on Ethereum. Look at Ethereum last year, hundreds of millions of dollars hacked, gone, long gone. Binance Smart Chain, just as recently, everything we have been covering being exploited. You know, you've seen what is going on and what has transpired. You also seen everything that went on with the recent exploits. You know what I'm talking about. So Kadena is here to help you prevent all of that stuff, and this is for all developers that are actually keen on programming with Kadena. It is a good programming language to learn instead of just sticking with EVM compatibility, Solidity. I get it, Ethereum is a first mover advantage. Every programmer, every developer that you know and their mother, they just know how to code with Ethereum. That's why they haven't been joining these new language blockchains like Kadena, like Cardano and all of that. It's going to take time for them to be learning these languages so they can code on top of them and program these nice smart contracts so people can just come and use these dApps on top of these layer ones. So that is Kadena. In the future, you're going to want to pay attention to blockchains like Kadena in that, because when institutional money comes in, when banking money comes, they want people's funds to be absolutely safe. They don't want to have to worry about no code being bugged and all of this stuff. They don't have to worry about exploits. They don't want to worry about none of that stuff. That's the reason they haven't fully been attacking DeFi and joining DeFi. For example, with on Binance Smart Chain, same problems. Solana, you've seen the problems. Solana is really cheap, but it cannot scale. Kadena can actually help scale their system. They are much more scalable long term than Solana and all of that. The reason why Solana has been going down and outages and all this other stuff is because they simply cannot scale, bro. You either be expensive and good or really, really cheap but and bad. So if your network suffers outages every other month, then long-term Solana might not be a long-term play, even their native token to be holding it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you let me know in the comment section below about Solana. With that being said, let's get to the nitty-gritty. So right now, the price of Kadena is just $1.53 as we speak. And if you come down here, you would see that there's only 1 billion Kadena as a max supply. Out of that 1 billion, 184 million is circulating. This is a really low circulating supply. That means Kadena has a lot of room to grow. Why? Because Kadena only launched around 2021 at the beginning of January at around 14 cents. If you bought it last year, then you would have made a killing at the beginning of last year, because Kadena had a huge run up last year. It had its own altcoin season. It went all the way up to, I believe, $30 per Kadena token. Almost $29 Kadena has hit, and it is currently down 94%. As you all know, these altcoins can only bleed about 98 to 99%. They can never go to zero if they have a future. And this is a good entry point, in my opinion, for Kadena if you are planning to dollar cost average into Kadena long term. So if we're looking at prices of Kadena dropping, on average, let's round this up to about $1. So if you put in $100 a week, which will give you 100 Kadena, times 52 weeks in a year, that's about 5,200 Kadena. Now, halving, Bitcoin's halving is about 2.5 years away. You are looking at 2.5x times that. That's 13,000 Kadena in a matter of 2 years. So every year you would have about 5,000 Kadena if you just dollar cost average slowly into Kadena on average. So 13,000 Kadena tokens. If the price go down, that means you have more. If you round this up to about 13,000 Kadena by the halving of 2024, all you had to do was just sit on these Kadena token. Kadena once hit $28, it can definitely hit around $50 per Kadena when the next bull market comes back around. So 13,000 Kadena times $50 per token, you are looking at $650,000. And this is how you make it. This is absolutely amazing. You can make up to $650,000 if you just simply sit on those 13,000 Kadena tokens. Now let's say if the price of Kadena overshoots to about $100, if they get much bigger and adoption is much larger. As if you guys remember, I told you guys the internet 1997 had 100 million users. By 2007, 2 to 3 billion users. Bitcoin right now 100 million users, and all cryptocurrencies. But in 10 years, they are predicting that Bitcoin would have at least 3 billion users, and that includes, all cryptos. If you are looking at a price of Kadena for $100 around 2025, you will be sitting at $1.3 million, guys. Who wouldn't be $1.3 million richer in just 3.5 years from now? So looking at these numbers, you definitely want a dollar cost average into things like Kadena. Now the blockchain has a lot that I haven't covered here yet. They are cooking and they are building every single day. Unique programmable language. They are partnered with some big dogs here. CeeLo, Cosmos, Ledger. They are partnered with Polkadot. Terra, get them out of here. I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about Terra Luna. But yeah, Zelco, Flux, some of these big partners you guys know and heard of every single day. Who haven't heard of Ledger, for example, So that was Kadena. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Kadena? Do you think it's a good hold for the future? Because their blockchain is completely unique and it is Turing incomplete. If you program in it, you don't have to worry about bugs and people exploiting your code and stealing your code and doing all kinds of nefarious stuff with it. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Kadena? Is it a good hold long term, or am I wrong here? Let me know in the comment section below. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.